Welcome to episode 11 of the Whatever podcast, the show where we talk about whatever.
What's good, y'all? It's
Hey.
Pragmatic.
MC BKLYN. We are still in Capri, Italia. This is it's a really, really beautiful place. We had a hell of a night last night. A hell of a day. It was like a really full day. I think we started off going to the Blue Lizard.
Correct. But first, we woke up around
noon. We were so burnt out from moving in.
Walking, so much walking, time zone change, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Having eaten like pretty late.
Yeah. It was a pretty just like late day, late night. We were just the plane ride over here, getting to the ferry, hopping on the bus, and then just unpacking everything. As soon as we got here, I knocked out, and we did go out to eat, which was great. But we didn't set an alarm, and we just needed to rest up. So then we started walking into town here, and found a really nice, affordable restaurant called the Blue Lizard. Went there and got pizza. I got some pepperoni pizza there, and oh man, that was so good. It was just like, as soon as they put it in front of you, it was just this big pie.
Fill up the plate.
Super juicy, super rich.
Yeah.
I had some Sprite. I hadn't had Sprite in a long time. It was so refreshing. I might have just been like crazy thirsty, but it was just really, really good. What'd you order?
No, I had what kind of pizza? It was just a regular pizza with tomatoes and then some basil and then mozzarella cheese and just water. It was refreshing.
The water here is really, really smooth as well. Like, we really enjoyed that. That's how it started, and then like we came back here, chilled for a bit, and then we started plotting on the night's moves.
Plotted on the night's moves.
Yeah.
Looked up just like, I guess, the best route to take, but we ended up just walking. We took a long walk. We actually walked from Capri to Capri.
Yeah.
Took some stairs and then took the road, just so it was like a little flatter, easier to navigate.
Yeah.
We got into Capri, and that's when the nightlife was around us. And this was just Thursday.
Yeah.
But no, we're talking about Friday.
Now we're talking about Friday evening, right? So we ended up going to this. We passed it on the way into town. After that Thursday night, this like hotel that we realized was a hotel afterwards. They had a little restaurant. We could see it outside, and we talked to the women who were kind of like the hostess, right? And they were just like, we have like food here, and we're gonna be opening up a rooftop bar and whatnot. We thought it was gonna be open that night, but it wasn't.
That's for Saturday.
It's for like next week, Saturday. We want to check that out. But we went in there, got some food. I got some ravioli, like stuffed with like this fish, with some like really nice bread and some wine. I forget the name of the wine. It was some white wine. It was really sweet and like bubbly, but it was really good.
I got the grilled cauliflower, had some lettuce in there. It was all on top of pesto. Really flavorful.
Yeah.
I'd say the price is more so for the ambiance and like the space and the stature of the space.
Yeah.
I'd say the portions weren't huge, but it was still really, really good food.
It's a good way to start the night off. I think it was called the Il Capri Hotel.
Yeah.
Nice spot. That was kind of just how we started the day. Little appetizer. Started the night, little appetizer. Then we went down to this gelato spot. We had seen it the previous night that there was just this long line for it, so I was like, we should just stop there and just like check it out, see what it was. And then it was really cool. Like, not only was the gelato really good, the waffle cone was just heated and just like great smell,
great
and
combination.
great aroma.
And while we were in line, we met two cool people.
We met Christian and Leah. Christian from Switzerland and Leah from Philadelphia, who now lives in Paris, working for her perfume company. She was on vacation with them, and we just had a nice conversation with them about like the States and Europe, and just where they're from and everything. It was cool while we just chilled on the spot and just ate gelato. Nice gelato. And then we went to this club. So we had passed it, and we asked the guy there, we were like, hey, how much does it cost to get in here? Do we need a reservation? And he's like, you don't need a reservation, just come back tomorrow and it's all good. Came back, 30 euros to get in. You get a drink with it, so that kind of makes it somewhat worth it. But then we walk in there, and the place is like empty. It was empty.
But it was empty for real.
Music was playing. There was like 5-6 people in there, and we were just like, huh.
But it gave us time to like really like communicate, talk, and just chop it up with Leah and Christian, get to know them. That was cool.
And that was at like 11:30, 11:45. I thought like, you know, because I guess they did just open at 11, so we did kind of come through a little too soon. But we talked for about 30 minutes to like 45 minutes, and then I was like, okay, maybe we should start thinking about like going somewhere else or just taking a walk. And then
Lee was like, let's dance.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, do you guys dance? And it was like, yeah, we could dance. So we just went out there. Because listen, the dance floor is empty. There's 0 people out there.
Goose egg,
it's just none of them, right? So we just kind of, the music is pretty good. You know, we start getting into it. Christian and Leah are doing their thing, and then we just, for something happened where it just like the music kept changing and getting a little bit harder, and then we just kept dancing, and then
there was magnetism happening.
There's some magnetism happening. We saw some people like in the VIP type section, kind of, you know, checking us out, and we were just like, all right, let's just keep going. And then we just kept going, and then the energy just kept going crazy.
And folks started dancing.
People started,
first
started dancing in their chairs, and they started coming onto the floor, and we were just like, okay, now we can't stop. So we just kept going.
Folks were walking up to us like dance battle. I'm like, look, I'm not even trying to do that. Just chilling.
It was crazy, and then every like 30 minutes, there was more people in the club, more people on the floor, and they were just like looking in our direction. The energy that we're putting out was just crazy. So when because they wanted to kind of just chill, you know, and just, you know, and then sip and, you know, kind of be bougie and whatnot, but then they couldn't ignore what we were doing. They were like, what are we doing? Why are we, they're having such a great time, we need to be out there too.
Yeah.
And dude, it went from literally 0 to like 100 to 200 to 300. There were so many people in there. It was crazy.
It went from like, all right, we can like, I can spin around, like dance around the floor, to like,
then
like
they
my
started,
glasses fogging up.
I think maybe the craziest part is when they played "This Is America," Childish Gambino, and then we didn't expect them to play that song. I was like, "This is America in Italy, okay, great."
Okay,
and then we just started like, you know, going crazy. We were just like marching, and then we just like, as soon as everything dropped, we were just jumping up, and everybody was like, "Yo!"
Everybody was going.
It was getting everybody into it, so we really just turned that whole club up, and you know, it was nuts. And then when we got tired, we went into the bar like, "Yo, could we get some water or something?" Dude gave us like a big bottle. It was just like, it's free. It's all on y'all. They just respected what we were doing. You know, we kind of got it like it turns up and everything. So it was
real smooth for sure.
We were out there until like 3 a.m.
Yes.
It was like, we did not expect to be out there that long.
It was like, all right, maybe we're gonna dance for like 10 minutes. We'll see what happens. But we just felt the music. We was like, we were saying, it's something about it. It just kept us. Like,
I was like, I think we should keep going. So it felt like we should just stay here and just see where this goes. And it was really cool. We got to meet some fun people and give out some cards, and some people from the States and people from here, and Australia. It was really cool.
Lee and Christian had a good time. We parted ways. We connected with them. So
it was great, and you know, hopefully we'll run into them again and just kind of have a good time. But it was really a lot of fun. And this was only like night 2, and even the taxi drive back was cool. The dude was playing like Drake and Future and all that. It was just, even some like old school hip hop was cool. Like, man, it was really, really good. Like full day, full night. I'm about to come back here and retire. We kind of did a little tour of the crib, so you'll see that. It's another video coming out. But
got back at sleep around 4, woke up at 1-ish, 2, kind of sort of.
Yeah, but you know, we're still out here. We're working. You know what I mean? We're networking. We're getting out business cards. We're like filming as much as we can, taking
enjoying our
photos
time.
of things. We're enjoying ourselves.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that you don't burn yourself out when you do these things. Like, you want to see everything, but you don't want to like be, you know, forcing yourself to go see these tourist attractions. So that's why we booked this place out for 2 weeks, just to really take our time and like, you know, really enjoy everything and not feel like we have to rush the whole process. So that's like one recommendation I'd give to you. Make sure you budget. Capri is definitely probably like one of the most expensive places in Italy.
We didn't know that per se.
Yeah. The trade-off for the prices is that like you're not gonna have as many like tourists here, so you can really kind of enjoy like the space and the locals and things like that too. So that's the pros and cons there. But apparently Naples is a little bit cheaper. That's where we took our ferry in from, so we might check that place out, do maybe a day trip there or something. But you know, you want to make sure you have at least 2 weeks in a spot. Find a nice place where you're comfortable. You know, budget everything out.
Bring bottles of water.
Water is very important too.
They be upcharged. The water's good, but they be upcharged.
They do, I don't know how it is in like Naples or the other places, but here they're gonna charge you. The water is good, but it's gonna be like, it's gonna run you from like 6 to 8 euros usually. But yeah, no, it's been fun. We're enjoying ourselves here. We're getting work done. We're filming, and we're just taking it step by step. So you know, I think just kind of, you know, piggybacking off of the last episode, just really encourage you all to get out there and travel, and also like try to learn a new language as well. I've really understood the importance of like learning multiple languages. English is cool, but not everybody's gonna speak it, and it's a lot better. You have a much better experience when you can speak the native language. You know, if we could speak Italian, it would make this 100 times better. Even when we were in Colombia, we knew only like a little bit of Spanish, but it was the reception we got from people down there was like intense. They were like, "Oh man, he kind of knows it and he's trying," and then they meet us halfway and give us English. But I think that's one of the main takeaways I've already gotten from this is just like really learning language. So I'm on Spanish. I want to get to French. I think I want to learn Italian now. And
add up to it and just truly be a global citizen. Like, you know, as Lauren said, like just plan a spot, pick a spot, just commit to it. Even if you start local, start in your state, start in another city, go to another side of the country, your country. Just like go somewhere and you'll start to get more acclimated, get more comfortable with it, and then pretty soon, next thing you know, you'll get your passport, get it stamped up. So yeah,
it'll change your life.
Absolutely. All right, actually, we got to. I set up a live. I'm gonna be cooking live, so
yeah. So we'll end it here, and we'll do another episode pretty soon. But yeah, this is episode 11 of the Whatever Podcast. Thanks for checking us out, and yeah, take care.
Stay tuned.
Ciao.
Ciao. Arrivederci.